everyone, it's Kayla with the Celebration Company. Happy Wednesday. It's What You Cooking Wednesday, and since we are celebrating our 5th birthday celebration, we are going to make cake today, and we are doing strawberry cake. I'm going to show you all how I doctor up a simple cake mix and make it taste like a bakery style cake. Something that's going to taste homemade and delicious. Oops, daisies, I just dropped one. And we're going to later today decorate this cake. We're actually making cupcakes, and we're going to turn our cupcakes into a bow-shaped cake, hopefully. And I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be really fun to do. Hopefully it turns out cute. So we'll see. But we're going to have lots of fun today. This is a 2-part live series, so we're going to be live again today at 3:30 to do the decorating. Mom will be here for that. Right now we're just going to get all of our things ready so that later we can decorate. All right, so we're going to make our cake, make our cupcakes, and make our frosting as well today, or right now. All right, so that's the plan. We are doing a giveaway today as well. We have done one for all of our lives this week. We're continuing that. All of our lives this week, we are doing a giveaway. So make sure you're watching live. I'll explain here in a second. Today, during this live, I'm going to be giving away a bundle of vintage fabric. This is a 7-roll bundle of vintage fat quarters. Okay. So these are absolutely adorable. We've got so many fun patterns in here. These are perfect for spring and summer. And so there are 7 of those. That's what we're giving away during this live today. All right. So make sure you're joining me live. If you don't see the little red live button at the top, then that means you're not watching live and you're not eligible to win. Okay. Let's see here. Hi, Lynn. Hello, Teresa. Happy Wednesday. Hi, Sandy. Thank you, Teresa. Hi, Rhonda. Hello, Dale. Hey, Lori. Hello, April. Good to see you all today. I hope y'all are having a great day. It is sort of a little bit just kind of overcast like here today, but it is supposed to warm up a little bit. I do believe, but no sun right now, just kind of a little overcast. Hello, Maria. Hey, Dan. Hi, Bridget. Hello, Doreen. Hey, Pam and Jamie. I'm so glad to see you all. Thanks so much for joining me today. I'm excited to do some baking. This week's going to be full of way too much sugar. Y'all, yesterday after eating those bundt cakes and just eating the one bite, we had just one little bite of each one. Oh, I was feeling that sugar. Oh my goodness, Simone. Hello, Chrissy. Hi, Pam. Smoky. Oh no, lots of fires. That's no good. Hi, Lisa. Good morning. Hello, Tina. Happy Wednesday. All right, so let's get started, okay? So we're doing a strawberry cake. I'm using a cake mix. I always use a cake mix. Pretty much when I make cake, rarely do I make a cake from scratch. These are just, it's just easy. It's just easy, easy, easy. And you can doctor these so easily to taste amazing, okay? And so that's what I'm going to show you today. Happy birthday, Deanne. So we're going to, hello, Tamara. We are going to doctor this cake up, make it taste like a bakery cake, and it's going to be delicious, okay? So the recipe on the back always calls for water, first of all, eggs, and vegetable oil. Why would you use those, in my opinion? You know, why would you use water when you could use milk? Why would you use vegetable oil when you could use butter? You know, those are the things I want in cake. I don't want vegetable oil in my cake. I don't want water in my cake. I want butter and milk. And so those are the things we're going to add to make this even more delicious. So we're starting with 3 eggs. Now, if I was not adding strawberries to this, I would probably add another egg. You could also add another egg and an egg yolk, or 2 egg yolks and 3 eggs, in order to make your cake even more decadent. Okay, so we got 3 eggs. Let me grab a towel to wipe my hands off on. I know, why, I don't understand why you would use vegetable oil, you know? Okay, I got some vanilla. I'm gonna go ahead and add some vanilla to my eggs. Of course, we wanna add in some vanilla. That's gonna also help it to taste even more bakery, homemade, you know, all of that. So I'm just gonna mix up my eggs. This is the other thing that I do when I'm making a box cake. I'm not gonna mix it with a mixer, because all you're doing is making it tough. We don't need to mix it. We just want to hand mix it. Cake just needs to be mixed until it's combined. We don't need to beat the crap out of it, you know? Okay, so then I'm gonna add milk. We're gonna do a cup of milk, just like the recipe says. Add that in there. Oh, I forgot to mention, the way that you win our vintage fabric bundle is by commenting, okay? So I want to see those comments come in at the end of the live. All of those comments will essentially go into a bucket, and we'll pull one out, metaphorically, okay? We actually are using an app that pulls all the comments, and it will randomly choose a winner. Okay, so if you're commenting, you're getting an entry. The more comments, the more entries. All right, so that's the plan. Okay, so later today, this afternoon, when we go live at 3, the winner is going to be receiving one of our essential paint bundles. Okay. Okay, so vintage fabric's what we're giving away right now. I'm going to get these out of the way so they don't get dirty. And I'm using the Duncan Hines strawberry, perfectly moist strawberry supreme. Okay, now we're also going to add strawberries to this. Okay, this is strawberry cake, but I want this to be even more delicious. So I have got 2 cups of frozen strawberries. Okay, we're going to microwave this just to thaw the strawberries out. Oh no, that's no fun, Lynn. Try milk. You got to try putting milk and butter. Also, with butter, we are going to be adding butter. I double the butter. So the recipe calls for 1/2 cup of oil. I do 1 cup of butter, okay? It's not cold, Lynn. You know me. I'm always cold. It's 68 in here, which is cold in my opinion. It's 69 outside. I may end up opening up the windows to warm it up in here a little. All right, just seeing if I missed any comments. Tina, I'm so sorry to hear that. Lynn, oh no. Okay. These need a little bit longer. I microwaved them for a minute, but they're not quite ready. So I'm going to throw them in here and let them go another minute. And we're going to add them in. Goodness, Tina. Dora, well, you're ready. You could make this. You could make this cake. Me too. I love strawberry cake as well. You just can't go wrong with it. Well, it's the popular one, isn't it? Chrissy, this is a popular mixer for sure. KitchenAid, I'm telling you, if you don't have a KitchenAid, it's an investment, but you should definitely invest in one. They're wonderful. And it's not something I use all the time, but it is something that I use every now and again, and it's wonderful. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay. Let's see here if these are thawed enough. Really, I mean, they just need to be thawed enough so that we can blitz them in the food processor. We're not wanting to cook them necessarily. We want that fresh strawberry flavor. So I'm gonna add these into the food processor. So like I said, it was 2 cups of frozen berries. And we're gonna process this. Now you can process it as much as you want. If you wanna have like pieces of berries in there, then don't process it all the way. I think that's good enough. We're gonna add this in. There are a few chunks in here. Oh my gosh, it smells so good. Smells so good. It's like strawberry jam. I love it. All right, so let's pour this in. Now you could use fresh berries as well if you don't have frozen. Whatever you want. I just happen to have some frozen berries in the fridge. Okay. Now, I know, Teresa, probably around 5 o'clock. I'm gonna mix this up. Now, I don't add my butter with my wet ingredients, okay? Because I feel like it needs the grit in order to combine a little bit better. When I add it in here, I feel like it just gets a little bit separated, you know, the butter solidifies a little. And so I just think it mixes better when I add it to the dry ingredients. So we did a cup of milk, 2 cups of frozen strawberries processed, a whole cup of butter. We're going to be adding 3 eggs. And then, of course, we also did some vanilla. Okay, so now we're going to add our cake mix in here. And this is why I love to make cakes from a box. It's just so easy. You don't have to measure out all those dry ingredients. You can whip it together really fast. You just can't really beat it. Okay, I'm going to switch to my spatula now. And what I do is just mix this up a bit, and then I add in my butter. So I don't do a ton of mixing, just until it starts to get combined a bit. All right, and then I'm gonna add in my 2 sticks of melted butter. And that's it. We're gonna get this well mixed. And then we're gonna put this in our cupcakes. Do you changes the box change the time of its cooking? I don't change the time of the cooking. I still do what the box says, or until it's done, essentially. All right, so you see that? We don't need to mix this. We don't need to take the mixer to this and mix this up. This is perfectly fine. If you have like a little, if you like turn it over and you see like little clumps of flour, that's okay. Okay, because that's going to give us a nice tender cake. If you beat this with a mixer until it's like completely super duper smooth, that just makes it tough. Okay, we don't want that. We don't want a tough cake. We want a nice, tender, moist, delicious cake. All right, let me get rid of some of this stuff, and we're going to put this into our cupcake tins. All this out of the way. Okay. You're right, but you instead have a spatula to lick, which is a lot better, in my opinion. It's a lot easier to lick. Okay, so we're gonna take, I've got some cupcake liners. I picked these up from Hobby Lobby. I thought they went really well with our theme. Remember, by the way, I didn't mention this, all orders this week will receive, all orders of $21 or more will receive a mug cake, a free mug cake with their order. This is what it looks like. It comes with the mug cake, the frosting, some confetti, a candle, an adorable little spiraled candle, and some sprinkles. All right, so everything you need for your little mug cake, you just add water to it or milk. And also, every order goes into, every $10 you spend is an entry into our grand prize. The grand prize we're going to be doing at the end of the week. And the winner will get to choose between an HP inkjet printer and a 6-month craft paper subscription. They also can choose from a Fiskars rotary paper cutter and a 6-month Celebrate and Create paper subscription. Or they can choose a 36 by 24 inch glass craft mat. All of them are valued at about $250. Really fabulous giveaway. And you can enter that giveaway by placing an order on our website, thecelebrationco.com. Remember, every $10 spent is one entry, so you can have multiple entries. And also, when you spend $21, you can get $5 off, okay? All right, so we got our muffin tins. Let me grab my scoop. I like to use one of these scoops here. This is the, I don't know what size this is, y'all. I don't have a clue. This is from Pampered Chef. And we're gonna scoop our cupcakes in here. And I'm doing 24, which I'm hoping is plenty for my cake. If not, I've got another cake mix I'll make. But hopefully it's enough. I mean, look at that. Doesn't that look so good? And I will guess that I'm probably going to have extra mix, even though this cake mix makes 24 with the added strawberries. I'm just guessing I'm going to have extra. So I'll probably make like a little cake. I wish y'all could try them too, because seriously, we're not going to be able to eat all these. We're going to have too much. Andrew was excited though for some cupcakes, and of course my son is excited. And I only have the 2 muffin tins, so it's either I save cake mix and make more after these come out, or I make a cake. I'm gonna bounce them on the counter so that I might have bounced a little too hard. Kind of level out. But there's our cupcakes. Let me do this one. Okay, and those are ready. I think I'm just gonna save my batter, and when these come out, I'll make some more, okay? So I'm gonna stick these in the oven. The cake mix says the cupcakes bake for 16 to 19 minutes. So I'm gonna do a timer for 16 minutes. That way I can check them and make sure that they don't get overcooked. We'll stick those in and let those go. I'm going to set this aside and we're going to start working on our frosting, okay? Okay. So let's make our frosting. Typically, I do a cream cheese frosting. I like a cream cheese frosting. I like a light cream cheese frosting, so I don't typically add a ton of sugar to it. However, the cream cheese frosting that I use isn't really pipeable. It's too loose and it loses its shape. You can do like a simple little like round swirl with it, but if you use a star tip or something like that, it just loses its shape. So I'm gonna modify my frosting recipe. This one's gonna have definitely more sugar. I still wanna have some cream cheese in it because I feel like the cream cheese cuts the sugar a little bit, and I don't care for buttercream. It's just too sweet. So I like to have a little cream cheese in there because I think it, like I said, it cuts it a little. It makes it a little bit easier to handle, in my opinion. So we're going to be using some cream cheese and some butter, but of course we're going to be using a lot of powdered sugar for this recipe. And honestly, I'll just be honest, I'm making this up right now. My typical recipe is equal parts of cream cheese to butter. And then I think I use 4 cups. So like 1 block of cream cheese, 1 stick of butter, and then 4 cups of powdered sugar is, I think, the way that I do it. This one's gonna have a lot more powdered sugar. Also, that would be fabulous, Danae, and I did think about that, but I wanna do different colored frostings. And so I didn't wanna do the strawberry because I knew that I would not be able to do the different colored frosting. I'm gonna do 2 sticks of butter and a block of cream cheese, and I'll be honest, I forgot to get my cream cheese and my butter out. So we're gonna let this beat up quite a bit until it softens. Y'all ever done that? This girl has. I think I have shared it, Teresa. Let me look while this is beating. I'll look and see if I have shared the cream cheese recipe. I feel like I have, but I can't remember for sure. I know. Well, I didn't eat dinner. It was late when I ate dinner last night because we had volleyball last night at 7. And so I didn't eat dinner until 8:30, 9 o'clock, something like that. But yes, I was not hungry, that's for sure, after all of that bundt cake. Okay, I'm gonna look really quick and see. Let me see if I have posted the cream cheese frosting. I feel like I've shared it with y'all before. But maybe I haven't. I don't know. I'm certainly not seeing it. We're getting there. I'm just going to turn this up to soften it a little more. Nope, I don't see it. I feel like I've shared it before, but... So it's, like I said, it's a block of cream cheese, a stick of butter, and 4 cups of powdered sugar, I do believe. I don't like mine super sweet. So I don't use a ton of powdered sugar in. All right, we're getting there. I'm gonna scrape down the sides, see how we're feeling. You can see, it works. You just gotta beat the crap out of it, you see? All right, I'm gonna go a little bit more. It's still cold. So I'm gonna beat it a little bit more, warm it up a little bit more. Tamara, I will post the recipe that I'm using today. That recipe, carrot cake. Have I shared carrot cake before? Probably not, because my carrot cake is my arch nemesis. But no. Holy crap, where was that at? When I make it with carrot cake. I like to do banana muffins, and I like the frosting to be not super sweet when I make the banana muffins. Banana cupcakes, not banana muffins. All right, I think this will do. Okay, so we're all mixed up. We're gonna add in butter, and or not butter, we already added butter. We're gonna add in our vanilla, and we'll start adding in some powdered sugar a little bit at a time until we get to a consistency that's frosting. No, not frosting. It is frosting. Until we get to a consistency that is pipeable. Okay? So y'all help me count, because I don't really know how many cups I'm gonna do. I have a lot over here. All right, I'm gonna add in some vanilla, of course. Get my measuring cup. Okay, here we go. All right. Always makes such a mess. Powdered sugar does. It just goes everywhere. Okay, so we'll start with 2 cups. Y'all help me count. Gotta start on low. Let it blend up a little bit, and then we'll pump it up on high. We'll let that powdered sugar incorporate. Okay. Let it just get combined, and let's add in 2 more cups. So we'll have a total of 4 cups. I believe we're definitely gonna need more than 4 cups. I think we're gonna be more at like 6 to 8 cups, but let's see. Okay, 4 cups. Now the fun part is gonna be we're making all of these different colors. So we're gonna do, we're going to make frosting colors to match our entire, you know, branding for our 5th birthday celebration. Okay, I'm gonna scrape the sides down after this. This is 4 cups so far. It's already looking beautiful. I don't think it's pipeable yet, okay? Okay, I'm gonna scrape the sides. Well, I hope I have enough frosting for this. I feel like it's not gonna be enough. only bought 1 block of cream cheese. Okay, let's go 2 more. So we got a total of 6 cups, right? Is that right? We got 4 cups total. Now this is going to be 6 after I put these 2 in. So there's 5. Okay, and here's 6. Today you're gonna have to go make you some strawberry cake, girl. All y'all are. Definitely looking like we're a little bit more pipeable now. They make an attachment to the bowl. I have that actually, and I hate it. I have that, or I used to at least. I don't know if I still do. I might have gotten rid of it because I don't like it. It just gets in the way, in my opinion. Okay, here's what we're looking like. It's looking luscious and gorgeous. So this is 6 cups of powdered sugar. It's looking like it would hold its shape. And that's what we're wanting. We're wanting something that's going to hold its shape. So let's taste it. I still feel like I should add 2 more cups. It is sweet. I'm gonna wash this off my hands. I don't know, it might be fine, y'all. It is very sweet, but it tastes really good. I think it's okay. It's holding its shape in the bowl, so that's good. That means that, you know, it if it's holding its shape in the bowl and isn't falling, then it's going to be pipeable. Yeah. So, no milk, Chrissy, because I don't want to thin it out any. I want to make sure that I can pipe it. I think we're going to go with this. And I hope I have enough. I may end up running and getting a carton of frosting for the base layer because I'm worried I don't have enough. And I want to make sure I have enough. You know what I mean? Okay. So here's what we're going to do. Let me wipe all this up real quick. We need to color some of this because we're going to be doing something really cute with our frosting on our cake. And we're going to do different colors, all the colors that we're using in the branding for this celebration. Okay, it's very thick. What do y'all think? Think I'll be okay? What do y'all think? Think we're okay? I think it's okay. It's not sinking, so we should be fine. All right, so that was a block of cream cheese, 2 sticks of butter, and 6 cups of powdered sugar. Cheryl, I'm not sure how big it's going to be. We're going to make a bow shape. We've got 24 cupcakes. I'm hoping that I can make the bow. So we're using this board right here. I'm hoping I can make the bow on this board. So, you know, I don't think it'll be as big as we think, but we shall see. Okay. I'm like having second thoughts. I'm worried that it's not gonna pipe. It looks like it'll be fine. I'm gun shy because I only added 6 cups. That doesn't seem like very much, does it? Okay, let me check. Let me check our cupcakes here. Oh, they smell amazing. I think we're good. We're good. Okay, I'm gonna pull these out. Okay. All right, so there's our cupcakes. I gotta let them cool for a minute and then we're gonna bake some more. So I'm gonna leave the oven on. So remember, I've got leftover batter. Okay, let me grab some bowls and let's make our colors. And we're gonna go on and make our piping bags too. All right. Like I said, I don't know. I might end up going and just buying a carton of, you know, pre-made cream cheese frosting just to use for the base layer. It'll be a thin, it won't be a lot. All right, so let's add some frosting in here into our bowls. Let's see here. I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need 6 colors. Let me do one more. Okay. All right, y'all. Now let's mix our colors. Okay. So let me grab some spatulas. All right. So we're gonna start with the green, and I bought from Hobby Lobby this color right here. It's called turquoise to use for it. Let's take this off. I'm gonna throw that away so I don't get it all over everything. Okay. I'm going to start with a little because I don't really know how that food coloring is going to do. Definitely is dark, so we didn't need a lot. I would have liked it to be a little lighter, but this will be fine. It looks pretty close to the color we're using. It looks pretty close to Celebration Company teal, doesn't it? Okay, so there's that one. All right, now we gotta do pink. So I'm gonna grab, and these are just like the ones from the store. So what I mean by a base layer is I'm gonna be using the cupcakes. We're gonna put them together in a bow shape. And then I'm gonna cover the top with a layer of frosting. Then we're gonna come back on top and we're gonna pipe frosting on. It's gonna be really fun. This is neon pink. I don't know if this is gonna give me the pink that I want or not. So let's just see. I think it is. It looks like it's going to do exactly what I want it to do. Look how pretty that is. Lisa, I used this one right here from Hobby Lobby. It's called, the color is called Teal. And it's a gel food coloring. It's in the baking aisle at Hobby Lobby. Let's see here. I think I'm gonna make this darker. So I'm gonna add some more to this so that this is darker. It's a little bit baby pink right now. Let's see if we can make it darker. Let's go a little bit more. That should be enough. Okay. So now we've got our pink. I feel like I don't love the color yet. I think I'm gonna add some red to it. I think it's a little bit too, let's add some red. To change the color tone a little bit. My arm is getting tired. That's pretty. Do I want to add more? I'm going to add a little more red, just a little bit. All right. I'm probably going to go with that, whatever that ends up being. Okay. All right, that looks good. Okay, so there's our pink. So we did the neon pink and red to make that color. All right. Okay, now let's do yellow. We're gonna do a lighter yellow. This is, again, this is just from, you know, that you can just get at the grocery store. It's just the gel food coloring from the grocery. Nothing fancy. All right, this looks good. A nice light yellow. The idea with these colors is sprinkles. That's sort of the idea. It's just the colors of, you know, celebration, in my opinion. Sprinkles, that kind of a thing. Okay, so we got the yellow. Now let's do the blue. Let's see here. Do I have, okay, I don't have a blue. So we have to make a blue. We cannot make blue. Oh, shoot. Well, darn. How do I not have blue? Guess we've used it all on stuff. Well, hooey. All right, well, let's do purple. Next, this is neon purple. Let's do a little bit, see where it goes. Okay, we're gonna want more than that. It's not really a lavender, but it's kind of a lavender color. I think the neon is perfect. We definitely want more. Darn, I'm mad that I don't have any blue. I might have to go buy some so that we can have blue, because I really want the blue. Okay, we're getting close. I think we need more purple. Your favorite color is purple? Not mine. It's my least favorite color. But I thought it was needed with this. Kind of need all the colors. All right, that's looking really good, I think. Just sort of comparing. I think that looks really good. So there's our purple. We got it done. We need orange. Here we go. This one is also the neon orange. All right, let me just use, I'm running out of good spatulas. This one's not very good, but we'll make it work. We're looking good. We're just missing the blue. I think the orange looks pretty good. I think the teal's a little too dark. Okay, so there's our orange. All right, can y'all see all the colors? There's all the colors. So let's see here. We have, let's put them in order. They go like this. Yellow, teal, and then purple. And the blue goes in there too. But you know, we don't have the blue. I can't believe I don't have blue. It has apparently all been used on something else. Okay, so there we go. So our frosting colors are ready. I'm gonna go ahead and get our piping bags ready. And then later we're gonna pipe them. So we're gonna be using different tips. This one here I got ready for Christmas and didn't use it. So let's put a different tip on it. So I have several different tips. These might be too big though for this coupling. Let me take this coupling out. See if I can take it out. Probably can't. Let's just say heck with it. Let's start a new one. Okay. So, can you make blue? You can't make blue because it's primary color. So you kind of have to have blue. All right, so this is a Wilton 2D. It's the closed star tip. You don't have to use couplings on your piping bags. You can just stick the couplings are really to help you if you want to replace the tip. Okay. Let's add another one. This one is 4B, and it is the, I don't know, it's not the star, but it's got all the little cuts, the little like zigzags in it, you know. Okay. And then we're gonna use this one, which is bigger. It is the 6B, so it's the same as the one I just showed you, except it's a bigger one. So it's got a bigger hole. Okay. And then we're going to use this one, which is the star tip, and it is 1M. So we're using all these different tips on one cake. All right, 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 4. I also want, where is it? Here it is. This one, which is kind of like a little petal shape, and it's 104. It's not Wilton though, so I don't know if the numbers are the same. I love that, Cheryl. She said getting her coffee ready to eat with her cupcake. Okay, and then we're going to do the last one. I think is going to be this one here, which is a small one. This is 18. It's a star tip, but it's small, as you can see. Okay, so we have all of our tips on. Let's fill them up. I have to decide what colors I want which one to be. All right, I'm gonna do the small one. I think it's gonna be orange. And y'all, I'll stick these in the fridge while we are waiting between our next live. And then I'll just pull them out, you know, an hour or so before, so that they can come back down to room temperature. Okay. I don't know. Well, will y'all come and do all these dishes for me? Okay. So we just want to push this down. All right, there we go. And then I usually just twist and fold it over like that. Okay. Now let's do this one, which has the little petal shape. Let's do it in purple. I could, but I don't have anyone to send to the store, so I'll just go out before I pick up Griffin and get the blue. All right, so just pushing this down. into the tip. Get all the frosting down in there. Okay. All right, twist it. Then I'll just fold it over, and that's how they'll go into the fridge to wait until it's time. Okay, this is the close, or the open star. Let's do this one in the yellow. Something right here, we talked about this yesterday. This does not really tempt me much, this frosting. It's the cake with the frosting tempts me, but the frosting itself just doesn't really, it doesn't really tempt me. I just think frosting is just so sweet. Okay. And I don't think that for the top, we're gonna need a lot of each. So we got a lot of colors. And so, you know, you're gonna be doing a little bit of each color. So it's not like we're gonna need a ton in the frosting bags. Okay, this is the large one with the zigzag tip. We're gonna do this one pink. Pink's the favorite, so. Thank you, Connie. It is fairly easy if you know, if you do it right. Or if you do that. Okay. All right, we're almost there. We have one more, and then of course we'll have to do the blue later. But we are definitely gonna do blue. Okay. All right, last one. We got two more colors, or two more bags. So we have the closed star, and then this open star, or whatever this is. I don't know. We're going to do this one in the teal, and we'll do the closed one in the blue. Okay, and then we're going to be ready, y'all, for our cake. Try and get out as much as we can. Don't want to waste. Okay. Press it up in there. All right, there we go. Okay, so we have all of our colors. How did I get pink all the way up there? How did that happen? Did y'all see that happen? All right, y'all, we're about to do our giveaway. This is the key, y'all, when you're decorating cakes, to keeping, you gotta keep things clean, like everything. If you get a little bit of frosting somewhere, you're gonna get it everywhere. That is something that I have learned. Okay, so look, there's some right there too. Okay, so here's all our frosting colors, and then we'll do blue later. But look how pretty that's gonna be. That's gonna be so pretty. I think it's gonna be fun. I hope it's gonna be fun, at least. We shall see. And we've got some sprinkles we're gonna use as well. It's just gonna be a fun cake, okay, in the shape of a bow. So that's all there is to that. I am going to bake off more of these cupcakes, and we will see you all at 3:30. We're gonna decorate and make our cake. All right, y'all? So let me get my computer so we can pick a winner. Let's scooch that up out of the way. Okay. Are y'all ready? Let's pick a winner for the vintage fabrics. All right, let me grab the link. Okay. All right, y'all ready? Here we go. We're gonna get our comments. Okay, hang on a second. I gotta relog back in. It does not stay logged in for very long. All right, let's try this again. Here we go. All right, let's get in our comments, and then it's going to pick from all of those comments. So let's see how many comments we have. It's thinking. And we're giving away our vintage fabric bundle. Remember that every order of $10, every $10 spent on thecelebrationcompany.com is one entry, okay? One entry into our grand prize, all right? So every order, every $10 you spent, okay? Also, every order of $21 or more, you're going to get a free mug cake. And you get $5 off an order of $21 or more. It's 21 because we started in 2021, okay? All right, 1,102 comments. Let's choose a winner. Here we go. Dan Misty Pinkerton. Congratulations. You are the winner of our vintage fabric bundle. Great job. Thank you all so much for joining me. During the next live at 3:30, Mom will be here, and we are going to be giving away our Essentials Paint Bundles. Make sure you join me for that. I love you guys, and I will see you all later. Bye, everybody.